Well, let's get more on what the state government is doing. Joining us right now on the program is the Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Dr. Telum Osev. Thank you very much for joining us on News Across Nigeria.
Thank you, my sister.
All right, what's the extent of devastation at the moment in Makurdi?
There is in a very short few past, the agency, Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency, gave a warning that Benue State should be expecting flooding this year. So when the message came, the governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom, both took a proactive measure by education people that are living along the flood-prone areas that they should relocate. And he also went into mobilizing for the setting of drains. He also mobilized some contractors that were to go to site so that culverts should be built where they were abandoned. So those were the measures that he took. But the flood now came. 2 rains fast came, and what we are experiencing is something else. We are not actually expecting this magnitude of flooding in Benue. We were expecting something lower than this. But when it comes, what we have seen is beyond what the state can be able to handle. Because if you come to Makurdi, which is the capital of Benue State, you can see many buildings collapsing because of the flooding. You see a lot of people being displaced from their homes because of this flooding. A loss of properties lost. But at the moment, we have not experienced any loss of life. So at the moment, this is the situation. And when this thing happens, NEMA came with the governor of Benue State, wrote letters to the president of the country, which he copied the Minister for Environment. He also copied NEMA office in Abuja. He copied the Committee on Flooding in Abuja. He also copied the Acting Secretary of the Federal Government. That this is the situation in Benue State. And when this happened, the president now took some proactive measures by sending them immediately to come to the aid of Benue citizens. So they came about 8 trucks of food items, medical items, and clothing have been sent to Benue to alleviate the suffering the people of Benue State are undergoing. Today, as we are speaking, the Minister for Environment is in Benue State, Makurdi, and he went around assessing the level of damage and flooding that they have experienced. So it's with us now.
Okay. Mr. Sev, let me use your words. You said that Benue State cannot handle this alone, meaning that you're seeking for help outside. But what is the government doing at the moment? The relief materials that's being brought, is it enough to handle these victims?
Yeah, they are not enough. The people, the number that the Director General came because we are trying to express the level of people that are displaced. But he now told us that the ones that they have delivered now is just for immediacy. By the time they do the assessment, as I'm talking to you now, the NEMA people are in the state, going around the state to assess the level of the displaced people. So from there, when they send a message or they report to Abuja, to their head office in Abuja, then that is when they can give the exact or the quantity or number of relief materials that will be able to go to cater for the people that are displaced in Benue.
Talking about the people that are displaced, are there any plans to prevent a humanitarian crisis at the temporary shelters where those people are?
Yeah, the state government has tried so much. The relief materials that are submitted are not enough to cater for all the areas. State government took proactive measures by providing the 2 camps for the displaced people in Makurdi at the moment, and some materials are being given to them before the arrival of the NEMA materials. As we talk now, the state government is trying to see meager resources to try to see how the water that are flooding will escape by getting some drains that will escape this water, that will allow easy flow of this water to move. But we have a lot of, Benue is in a valley. in the lower valley. So this is a river. We have a river that needs dredging that has not been dredged. So our soil gets saturated with water because of the moisture content of it. So when this happens, as rain falls now, the soil can no longer absorb the water. So because of this, the water gets flooded. So what I mean by the state government alone cannot handle this is that we are calling on the federal government, we are calling on the United Nations, we are calling on good-spirited individuals to come to the help of Benue, State, to the aid of Benue State, so that drains, if adequate drains are being provided, this can help.
All right, Mr. Usef, thank you very much. I'm sure they have heard you, and help will definitely come to Benue State.